Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am so glad you are here today. I will be sharing some new products that I just got. I'm ordering more tomorrow because it's free shipping, but I wanted to order the products that I needed for January, and I have them here. So I'm going to share those with you. I'm so glad you are joining me today. I hope you have your lunch, your tea, coffee, whatever you're drinking, water, and you're ready to see an idea. Now, I'm not using new product today because I wanted to show you another idea with the framed florets stamp set. And this is a little different. I like to share my ideas for my upcoming class, and this is the class I will be doing in January. Unfortunately, registration has closed for it, so you can't join this one, but you at least can see some of the things that I do. And if you like my products, I do online and in person, and they're for everyone, whether you're a demo hobbyist or not, and or just a stamper. So my ideas can be used in a variety of ways, and I like to show you how to combine products and have some fun with it. So I've got a lot to share. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the first thing I need to do is to pull over my phone, my camera, because I don't want anybody to get sick. So I am going to spotlight, remove that spotlight, and I'm going to spotlight this one. Okay, so there it is. I ordered, well, let me back up. My order was based on two things. Number one, Vicki and I are going to be doing a birthday card a day on our Facebook pages. So if you're not on my Facebook page, head on over, look for Creations in Paper, and join the page, not the group. The group is private for my customers. So join up, or well, I don't think you have to join. I think you just follow is how it is. And every day in January, you'll see a birthday card from me and a birthday card from Vicki. We're going to link to each other. So 2 birthday cards a day. And we decided to use the Country Gingham and the Country Floral Lane DSP. Now, this is the Country Gingham Designer Series paper, and I've set it up whereas this is the front, back, all the way down. And the colors in this are Balmy Blue, Mint Macaron, Petal Pink, and Sweet Sorbet. I love the checked patterns. I'm a lover of checks, so I will love seeing that. And I'm going to be using that, and it coordinates. It's a 6x6 pack. That's the reason why I've decided to do this, so you can see, which I prefer 12x12, but that's okay. I'll make the 6x6 work. And then it coordinates with the Country Floral Lane because it's got Sweet Sorbet, Petal Pink, Mint Macaron, and Balmy Blue, but it also has Mossy Meadow. And there's the front and the back of these. And this has got some hearts and flowers. So not only can you use this for birthdays, if you don't need that many birthday cards, you can change it up and use it for Valentine's Day if you need some Valentine's cards. So there's what that one looks like. And then my other order is I am in a tutorial bundle group. And in January, we are focusing on celebration. And we chose 2 stamp sets that had coordinating paper in celebration. I think the other one's Dandy Delights or something like that. It's flowers. And then the other one was On the Farm. And I chose On the Farm to use because I thought it would be cute and I could make some cards for Jake and the girls. But it's got some farm animals and it's got some dies in it. I haven't opened the dies yet. I really haven't used this at all. This also would coordinate with the chick sets. If you have the chick sets, the paper would, you wouldn't need to have it, but it's really a cute set and I've seen some adorable things with it. But here's the paper that is a celebration pick. And it has some great images and I love the backgrounds. I love that chicken weave paper. This has got some pretty flowers. This one is actually this one. Let me turn this around. It's a corner from here, which is a whole sheet. So somebody took this whole sheet and I think they cut it down. This goes here, so you can see where I've cut it. They took the whole sheet and used it and created a collage. Then you can stamp some other animals and put it on top of there and make it 3D. So there's another way to use that paper. But the colors that coordinate with it are Balmy Blue. Now there's a lot here. Balmy Blue, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Daffodil Delight, Garden Green, Pear Possessed, Sahara Sand, and Soft Suede. So for this one, we will be doing a blog hop at the end of the month with all of us. And then in January, we will do a tutorial. And the way I work my tutorials is you can get the tutorial for free by placing a $35 order in my online store, or you can purchase it for $15 and you get all 12 tutorials in it. Each of us does a different tutorial and you can have all 12 for $15 if there's nothing you need, or I would love to have your support for my store. So there's what I've gotten so far. I am placing an order tomorrow when we get free shipping. So if you don't know about that, Stampin' Up! Is giving free shipping tomorrow. So you might want to think about placing an order. All right, for today's card, I am using the framed florets. Now, I'm not using the dies with it. I'm specifically using this image and this one, I think. Yes. Is that what it is? Yes. Just a reminder that you are loved. I have not used that one, so I thought I'll use that one. And I'm pairing it with, and this is the thing, I love to show you how to pair new with what you already have. So I am pairing it with the Stitch with Whimsy dies. And these don't really cut out. They put an impression all the way around. So I'm going to get started. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put this on my paper like so, because I need that in place first. And I'm going to tape it in place so it doesn't slip on me. So give me a minute to add my tape. And then I'm going to run this through my Big Shot. So let me do that and put that embossing where it needs to be. And we'll get started. Of course, naturally, it's going to be hard because I didn't angle it. Just so you know, I'm going to pull this whole thing off. Just so you know, I put this on here. This is a long edge and it's very hard to run through your machine with a straight edge. I should have turned it slightly so that that edge goes in a little at a time and it would have been easier. And that avoids the popping also. So there's a tip for you. And I'm going to take this off very carefully because I don't want to rip my paper. My tape is very sticky. Now that's not from off of here, it's something else. But if you pull it back on itself and take your time, you won't mess up your paper. And the same thing with this one. And I don't want to mess it up because I'm going to use the whole piece. All right, and there we have it. See how I have that nice embossing all the way around? I must have had something on my tape. Now, I bet it when I ran it through, the rollers kind of put that impression of the piece of paper that was on the back there. But we've got that nice impression. So we're ready to get started. Now I'm going to take this image and I'm going to move it up really well. Hopefully that's enough. I will see in a minute. Yes, I've got it. Let me pull this over. And I'm going to put this at an angle down here. All right. And I'm going to let it sit for a few minutes because you need for the ink to transfer. Okay. Now I think I have people in here watching. If I do, please say hello in the chat box. Let me know you're here. I think you have to like my channel to be able to do that. I'm not positive. And I forgot to bring over one of my colors. All right. I have both the set one and the old ones from years and years and years ago. I've been a demonstrator for 17 years, so I have some of the first watercolor pencils, and I'm going to use those, but I'm going to use it with my blender pen. So I went through and I chose my colors, and I'm going to use this one. I don't have the blends. So I'm always looking, plus a lot of my ladies don't have blends. So I should say my customers, but they are ladies right now anyway. So I'm going to color my flower using this one. And it doesn't have a color on it because that's how I know it's an older one. It just said Stampin' Up. But I'm pretty certain this one is Bermuda Bay. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. I did pull out that color as the background. So I'm going to color all of my flowers that are that shape. I'm not going to color this one and this one. They're a different shape. So I'm going to color those with a different color. And because the image is small, it doesn't take long to color it. All right, so I've got my flowers that I want this color. Now I'm going to pull in, this one is a new one and it has the color on it. It is daffodil. So I'm going to color this other flower. I know, doesn't that look like, that looks more like Mango Melody than daffodil, but that's what it says. We'll see. If it's Mango Melody, it'll still go. And then I'm going to color this other one the same way. And then I'm going to go in and color my leaves. All right. And I do turn my paper. I find it easier to color. So if you're struggling to color your image, turn your paper. All right, now I need to do some leaves. And I'm pulling in this one, and it's an older one, but I think it's very similar, if not the same color, as Granny Apple Green. It's a bright one. Anyway. So, and I'm going to color these leaves this color, and then I'm not going to color anymore. I'm going to leave the rest white, just because it'll add a little interest. And if I finish and I want them another color, I have my pencils here. I can find another green. All right, now it's time to do my blending. And I love the look you get with the watercolor pencils. Look how smooth that is with a blender pen. I'll be honest with you, I don't use it with water much because it's very hard to contain the water. I use it mainly with the blender pen. Now, I've colored all my flowers, but I can't go into my yellow until I clean this off. This has to be clear. If you don't, you will contaminate your flower and it will no longer be this color. All right, and this one, and my ink may not have been fully dry because it kind of bled it a little, but it's okay. Now I'm going to clean this off and see, you can see the yellow more. I just keep scribbling till it's clear. And now I'm going to do my leaves. And this is where you can see that it looks a little like Granny Apple Green. What I do when I'm choosing my colors is I scribble it onto a piece of scrap paper. All right, got that. And you know what? I think I'm going to pull in, I had another green. Is this it? Yeah, I'm going to use this one. I probably should have sharpened it. Hang on, let me sharpen it. I hadn't planned on using another one. Okay, got it. All right. I think I'm going to do these leaves in this color only because it's too much white. I won't do those. I will do these other ones just to give it some contrast. And see, this one has these leaves around it. I try not to use too many colors. I could have done them all the same, but then they would have been blended in and you wouldn't have noticed it. All right, here's one here and here. Okay, almost. And then, all right, now I'm going to clean this up. I think that's better. It gives it some interest. I'm going to put my top back on so it doesn't dry out. Now, I didn't know whether I was going to like the yellow, the daffodil, or the Bermuda Bay. So I pulled out both. Now, there it is on the daffodil, which I really like. I thought I was going to like it on the Bermuda Bay. Tough choice. That one looks nice. I think that pops better with this one, that Bermuda Bay pops. So I'm going to take and I'm going to add that to my card base. This one may not have been scored correctly. I may have scored it fast. All right, there we go. All right, now this is going to go on here, and then I'm going to get my Bermuda Bay ink for my sentiment. Hopefully this has been laying on its side, so hopefully it won't take too long to come out. There we go. I'm just going to go around the edges and add some glue. And I like the fine tip on this glue bottle because you don't end up with a lot of glue that would squish out. Of course, the trick is getting the pin back in it so it doesn't clog up. All right, now I want to make sure I put this on right. And I open my card up so that I get it centered. For some reason, I do better with it open. So I have that. There it is. Let me get my Bermuda Bay, which is right over here, only because the daffodil isn't going to show up very well on here for the sentiment. So I've got my Bermuda Bay. I'm going to ink up my sentiment. I'm going to open this up so it lays flat. I'm going to put that down there and I hope it's straight. Yes, it is. Okay. And then the last thing I need are some pearls. I hadn't used pearls in a while. I thought, well, you know what? Pearls might be pretty on here. So I'm going to use them on the flowers. So I'm going to use these little tiny ones. I mean, really little tiny ones in the center of these small flowers. All right. I need another one at the other end. And I use my pokey tool for this. There. Do I want this one next? Let's see what it looks like. I don't want it too big. Yeah, there we go. All right. And I lost it. There it is. It fell off. Come on. All right. Now, there we go. Now I have 4 pearls on here. And in nature, things occur in odd numbers. So I need to add some more pearls. 1 pearl is going to look kind of silly. So I'm going to add 3, which would give me 7. So I'm going to take a large one. And I'm going to put it here. Then I'm going to take a medium-sized one. Oh, that's the small. All right, come on. All right, I'm just going to pick it up and I'm going to put it over here. And then I'll take one of the small ones and I'll put it down here. And that gives me 7. The other thing you want to remember when you do this is to have your embellishments in a triangle shape. So if I'm looking at these, I have triangles, and that's more pleasing to the eye. So there's, thought I had a pearl on me, but it's a piece of stuff stuck over there. There's the card for today. A simple card, quick and easy, but so pretty. And I think the stitching adds a lot. It kind of frames that image. So you'll have to leave me a comment and let me know, what do you think of this card? So, and I hope you enjoyed seeing how I've used the pattern or the watercolor. Oops, there goes my die. The watercolor pencils. They call watercolor, but I use the blender pen. All right, let me get ready. Turn this around. Wow, that was a fast one today. Actually, I want to remove the spotlight and spotlight my face before I move this, because if I don't, you'll see it move and you'll get dizzy. So there it is. I hope you enjoyed today's card and that it was an idea that you can use. And like I said, you can use this layout with any card. And if you don't have the stitched dies, cut your square out of white and then back it with another color. And like I could have cut, let's see, what size is this? I could have cut a rectangle. I said square, but I mean rectangle. I could have cut a rectangle that was 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 for my image. And then I can take and put, say, I could have put the yellow behind it and then put it on a white card or a Bermuda Bay, so whatever. So, I mean, if you don't have the dies, just make a rectangle and you'll be able to do the same thing. But this is such a pretty, pretty set. I'm not big on coloring because if it's a small image, you can use your markers without too much trouble. If it's a larger image, you see the lines. But if you use your watercolor pencils, that's a great way to do it. Now, if you want to use ink, you can use glycerin. And what you do is you put a drop of glycerin on a block and you stamp your ink pad on the block and you mix the two together. And then I use an old blender pen because once you've got that glycerin in the pen, it's kind of ruined, but I can use it over and over with glycerin. And then you've got another way to color. If you don't have the pencils, but you have ink, you can get glycerin at the pharmacy at Walmart, and it's cheap. Don't go to a regular pharmacy. You'll pay an arm and a leg for it, but Walmart, Target, those places have it, and it's fairly inexpensive. I've had a bottle that I've had for years, and I haven't even dented the amount in it. Okay, next week, I will be back at noon for another YouTube Live. So I hope you will join me and that we can have some more fun and see some more ideas. Not certain what I will be doing. I may be playing with something new. You'll have to wait and see. I never know until the day before. Okay, guys, thanks for visiting me. Have a great day. I will be live on my YouTube page, my Facebook page on Saturday with another idea. So join me. That's at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Creations in Paper. Make sure you leave me a comment, like my video. I'm working on getting my subscribers up, so I would love it if you would subscribe. Bye.